active, winningest driver. Moves himself up to second place. In the wall hard goes Kasey Kahne and Martin Truex.
Wow, that was huge. Look at that car. And you think we're not going fast here.
Martin's all right. Unhooks his cool tube.
Look at that thing.
What a hit. And Kasey Kahne is moving around in his car.
Martin went over to check on him.
Darrell, that might be the hardest hit I've ever seen at this small a racetrack.
I tell you, that was amazing. Look at that race car. It is demolished.
You think they're not going fast here? Watch this.
I get a feeling something happened to Martin Truex Jr. in that 56 as hard as he was driving it off in that corner.
Sure does.
I mean, he wasn't even able to slow it down, it didn't look like.
I bet well, it's hard to say about brakes, but that looks like a car that lost its brakes.
Let's jump in Napa Toyota.
Yeah, he never even slowed down.
We're in it, guys. We're in it. Hold the brake, buddy. Hold the brake. Hold the brake up there. Hold the brake.
Boy, look at him. It's knocked a breath.
Martin Truex was on the lead lap at the time. And you see he is okay. But that was a vicious crash.
I just every day these guys get up, they ought to praise the Lord for those safer walls, those soft walls, safer barriers, because
now he has dropped a lot of fluid on the racetrack, radiator, oil cooler, everything into the wall. So NASCAR is going to bring this to a halt while they clean up. From Kasey Kahne, Martin Truex.
But moments ago, Jeff Hammond.
Yeah, it looks like the throttle hung on this 56 car Martin Truex Jr. Unfortunately, he takes Kasey Kahne out, but probably fortunately the 4 car was there to kind of slow this car down and lessen the blow a little bit. You see Martin getting out of the car and running over to Kasey Kahne to make sure he's okay.
For Martin Truex Jr., he appeared to be all right. Spectacular pictures. Amazing that both drivers are in good health.
Yes, Chris. I mean, I just walked outside to check on some things at our pit box, and I was on top of the pit box when these two guys crashed right down in front of me, and I'm telling you, it sounded like a huge explosion when the two of them got together and then hit the outside safer barrier.
On the Fox Expo camera, you watch it that slow, you wonder what's going through a driver's mind as he's going through that as they're working on the safer barrier here at Martinsville.
Yeah, you can see the damage right there. They're having to replace some of the plating right there that looks like has been penetrated. In behind that is where the blocks go.
Kasey Kahne, who has just emerged from the care center. You okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. It was our biggest problem is we got behind at the start with the tire. It started laying rubber, and then we were fighting the car, and we got too far back, and that was once I got hit, usually you get hit here and you spin out if somebody's mad, but that was where I knew that the throttle or something had stuck on Martin's car, because there was he drove me through the wall, and then he followed. So it was a pretty good wreck. This is a bad day. I thought we were going to at least try to salvage something.
Most important is you're okay. Thank you. Chris?
Thanks, Nick. And a couple of top 10s before this year for Kasey Kahne, so turning things around this year. Unfortunate today for him and Martin Truex Jr. Martin had led some races a little bit earlier. Currently, Jeff, the top 5 drivers as we stand, they all started outside the top 10. It's Boyer, Gordon, Montoya, Kyle Busch, and then Dale Earnhardt Jr., who started 26th.
Yeah, I think for Dale Earnhardt Jr. and Steve Letarte, they've been basically being very patient, decided to do the 2-tire. Berger, I think, is caught up with Martin Truex.
Indeed, we are so glad to see you walk out of that care center. You all right?
Oh, I'm fine, yeah.
Stuck throttle?
Yeah.
What was it like inside that car? What was it like when you saw that wall coming and you knew you were going to hit a ton?
It was, oh man, this is going to hurt.
But it didn't.
No, didn't hurt at all. Unbelievable, isn't it?
It is indeed, but we're real glad to see you're okay.
Yeah, just again, thanks to NASCAR and everybody, that all the guys that built safer barriers in these race cars and everything, they're unbelievable. Just 10 years ago, I wouldn't be standing here, so thankful for that, and thankful for everybody working on Napa Toyota. Just it's a rough day right there, but we're we started off pretty bad, and we were working on it and getting better, and we're just trying to survive. And we sure didn't need that, but it is what it is. We'll go on to next week and fight hard.
Is there anything at all you can do when you feel that engine running wide open and you don't want it to be doing that?
No, unfortunately, there's not. I mean, you lock the brakes up, but there's nothing to do. As bad as unfortunate as it was that Kasey was involved, he really helped slow my car down when I hit him. So it was probably a blessing, but hate that we took him out.
Glad you're okay. Chris Myers.
Thanks, Dick. And of course, he ran over to make sure Kasey was okay, and probably glad Kasey's car was in the way, or who knows. His
really
answers at first were very short.
You carry so much speed. I mean, that's over 100 miles an hour down in these corners. And he's got all 4 tires locked up. He's trying to hit kill switches. He's trying to do everything he can to get that car stopped, and you see the end result. So, I mean, helpless is the only thing you can say from Martin Truex Jr. He was helpless.
Truex Jr., Kasey Kahne done for the day here on the short track. But next week on Saturday night, first night race at the Texas Motor Speedway, you can bet the speeds will pick up.